In this video, we are going to dive deeper into how we can inspect a specific trace within APIwiz. So let's access this reject loan workflow. As soon as you click on a specific trace, you get a specific details of from where the client has sent the request. Next, we get a deeper dive into the server IP, tags related to the first request that it went to. You can click on this one and see the specific payload request, which is what was the data sent to the API and what was the response. You can click on the decrypt to see the data. Next is compliant section, where you can inspect whether which part of this specific API call was not following the API design. In this case, as we can see, the request body is not compliant with the design. So let's close this and select on this one and go to the request body. That means this part is not according to what was expected in the API design. And as you can see, there's a status code 200 given from here. If you hover over the link, you get how much time it took for the request to be sent and the response to come. Next is again the server and the source IP for this specific transaction that happened in this workflow. You get the method, the base path. On hover, you get the operation name, the type of API, whether it's a REST API or a GraphQL API, sequence number of this specific call within the workflow, tags, and the type, whether it's a Kong or a microservice. As you can see, the next step has something called as actual workflow. In this one, it was planned that the API call should go from this specific API to the next, where the approval of loan request would happen, but it did not go through, and it is a deviation from the planned workflow. In this case, if you want to see the planned workflow, you can click on this top right button, where you get a split view and you can compare how the actual transaction went on the top versus how it was planned in the original planned workflow. As you can see, it is supposed to go here, but it did not go. And it also shows that it did not get executed with a cross. Next, if you go to the three-dot menu, you can click on manage workflows. You can create a new workflow right from here. You can either create a new API from the workflow. So let's combine it with an existing API. After you combine it with or create a new API, you can click on the map workflow. If anything is not attached, you can click on it and click on map workflow. Here you can select a portfolio. You can name the workflow here and click on create workflow. Once you have created the workflow, you can go back. And if there's something that is not having any kind of workflow, you can create it on the fly. In case you want to create a test case and a sandbox, you just have to click on this one, put in the details like scenario name, description, test case name and description, along with the trace ID, which is already pre-populated, and click on create. This helps you to populate the nodes and steps within a test case or a sandbox so that you can focus on the testing part.